shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on I got it in the bag. And all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new Bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bins and I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no, no?
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The freshly minted 40-year-old Drew Brees coming out there. He won last week's game at 39 against Philadelphia. Now he'll play this next game at 40. You saw his last game at 39, Charles. You were in the booth. What did you think?
I thought it was vintage Drew Brees outside of the first pass of the game where he tried to throw the home run ball to Ted Ginn Jr. It's picked up by Crevon LeBlanc of the Philadelphia Eagles. But as the game moved on, he became Drew Brees again. And anytime they needed a big completion, he found Michael Thomas downfield, and the Saints benefited. Sean Payton head coach, Drew Brees quarterback, 6-0 together in home playoff games. That's pretty strong.
Trying to get to 7-0 and get to the Super Bowl in Atlanta. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Brees on third down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And down he'll go at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Gurley, of course, was right in the mix for a rushing title, but missed the final couple weeks of the year and ended up finishing 3rd with 1,251 yards, but did have a league-high 17 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, the first since Sean Alexander in 2003, 2004 to lead the NFL in total touchdowns 2 years running. How about 2 years in a row he doesn't get a chance to win a rushing title? This year because of injury, the year before because they rested him in the last game. And the first year he said, it doesn't matter much. This year he admitted he really wants to win one of those rushing titles.
And you know what's surprising nugget is that he's the only guy to rush for 1,000 yards in each of the last 2 seasons. On first down, it's gone. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Try to get it to Woods.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you? Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Well, New Orleans comes out on offense here. What was the motivation tactic that Sean Payton used last week before the Philly game?
Well, do you remember they won a Super Bowl trophy? They had a Lombardi trophy in-house, and he brought that and displayed in front of the team. And he also brought in, under heavy guard, 220.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. Third down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw, it's Breeze. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictable. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Rams take the field again here on offense. Last week we touched on it a bit earlier, but defeating Dallas to stay alive in the playoffs. They really handled Dallas, and you said that you thought they did a nice job of taking some of the pressure off Goff and giving it to the running game.
And when you think back to those Rams teams in St. Louis, the so-called greatest teams on turf, they threw the heck out of the football. But in this running game against Dallas, they put up 459 total yards, only 186 of those from the right arm of Jared Goff. That's a franchise playoff record. Let's see if they can follow that same formula in the NFC Championship game in New Orleans.
You mentioned the days on turf in St. Louis. It will be their first NFC Championship game since 2001 when they were in St. Louis. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15. Now Goff. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Third and long. It's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this from 34. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back of the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.